The Mississippi River flows through the heart of America, a place of rich tradition and stunning landscapes. It is also home to some of the most productive farmland in the world. But this success comes with a price. The very fertilizers that help farmers produce record yields are greening America's waters, creating dead zones upriver and downriver.
We are wasting a lot of fertilizer, a lot of energy, a lot of money, at the same time that we're having very serious impacts on aquatic ecosystems.
It's not natural to be swimming in the water and not see living organisms.
Unswimmable, undrinkable water that is inhospitable to life.
We've painted the world, all of the agricultural lands of the world, in phosphorus and nitrogen.
Why is it becoming unsafe? Why are the nitrates going up?
Meanwhile, on the land, valuable soil is washing away. Farming practices have created a series of unintended consequences.
The lake will be filled with sediment in 300 years, and it will be gone in little more than a few generations.
Farmers, scientists, and citizens are working together toward a more sustainable future. New ideas are being tested. Policies are being challenged.
It's change. It's hard to break old habits and old traditions.
I'm very optimistic. We've gone from axe and ox to tractors to GPSs to precision agriculture. We've come a long, long way.
In a world where the demand for food is expected to double by mid-century, the future health of America's agricultural lands and waters is at stake.
Our food supply is on the line and is headed toward a watery grave in the Gulf of Mexico.
Here in the Gulf of Mexico, not far from the mouth of the Mississippi River, shrimp fishermen are trawling the waters for their livelihood. On a good day, a shrimp fisherman might haul in 2,000 pounds of shrimp. But these days, Captain Wayne Sheremy is down on his luck. He fears that he may have steered his boat into the oxygen-starved waters of the dead zone, where shrimp and fish cannot survive.
As you can see, there ain't very much in the catch. I've been doing this since I was 16 years old. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
It's hard to come here and see people suffering every day, the people you've been living with all your life that always made a good living, and all of a sudden they're suffering. It's a sad situation, I tell you, very sad, very, very sad.
Every spring, the Mississippi River delivers plumes of sediments rich in fertilizer runoff into the Gulf of Mexico, causing a massive algal bloom. Eventually, the algae die and fall to the seafloor, where bacteria feed on it and consume most of the available oxygen. The result is a landscape as lifeless and alien as the moon.
The high production of algae and the decrease in the oxygen basically forms this large dead zone that is predominant in the area throughout most of the summer. It's not natural. It's not natural to be swimming in the water and not see living organisms. And that's just a sign that the system is really not doing very well. In fact, it's doing very poorly.
Scientist Nancy Rabelais has been documenting the size of the dead zone since 1985, taking measurements over a 10,000 square mile region. In that time, the dead zone has doubled and now rivals the state of Massachusetts in size.
This is the oxygen level, this green line, so it's quite high at the surface, and then it drops precipitously and then really drops to 0.6, which is well below the value that makes it the dead zone.
dead zones occur where rivers and oceans meet and are largely a result of agricultural runoff of the fertilizer nitrogen and, to a lesser extent, phosphorus. The Gulf of Mexico is home to the second largest human-induced dead zone in the world.